Can you guys? Yeah. Bear with me. I'm still learning how to. I'm just going to go ahead and play. And assume that this is working. So what I'm doing is I'm just playing games. I have a couple of access to a couple of games that people sent me, just to check them out. Honestly, like, I'm not really sure what the next video is going to be. I was thinking survival, something like that sort of genre, but it might just be more with Path of Exile 2 just coming out. I think there might be probably something action RPG related. We also have the live stream that's happening on Sunday, which is, I'm just going to play Diablo 3 and talk about it for a while. But for today, I'm just going to play 3 games that were sent to me. I sent some keys by some indie folks and I wanted to check it out. So this one is Dreadhunter. Check it out. I know nothing about it, so I'm just going to play it and I'm just going to kind of talk about it as I go. And bear with me on the live streaming thing. This is honestly the first time that I've done any kind of live streaming. So this is a twin stick shooter. Probably kind of similar to like Kill Knight, something like that. You know, all the controls feel really good. It's very responsive, which is nice. How do they handle? So, dash, shoot. All feels great. Kill dreads using melee attacks to get out. So that's really similar to like Space Marine. Feels like it's a little laggy. Turning around. X and Y to swap. Like maybe it's me, but that doesn't actually feel like the guy is facing where he should be facing. Dreadhunters. It's on Steam, early access game. It does feel like there's because of the way the guy stands, it feels like there's a bit of a disconnect between, like it's fine when he's shooting, but when it is like just idling like that, it feels like there's a disconnect between where I'm aiming and where he's facing, which feels strange. Okay, so we got like full inventory. Different kit. Looks like armor, speed are the stats so far. I'm gonna assume that there's others. Energy blades, gun. Okay. How do I get back? Oh, I gotta select this, okay. For a customizable grenade capable of devastating explosions. That's pretty much what a grenade does. LBT. Okay. And are they limited? No, it's cooldown related. Okay. No, like turning in a circle feels really good. Like, it's twin stick shooter, right? So turning in a circle feels very responsive, and then like dash feels like it's not. So one of the hard things to accomplish with a game like this is actually any kind of input delay between firing the weapon and then another action. But what they've done is they've like overlaid, so I can hold down the button here and then dash at the same time, which feels really good. So there's no actual like input delay between shooting and doing the action. I feel like I'm saying the same thing again and again. Bear with me, guys. I'm not used to like talking about games like this in the same vein as like playing them. Was it the critical that got me the extra? Or no, maybe it was just getting her down the phase. Do I don't know. It seems like it's just the same every time. Let me try like holding down. Nope. Yeah, it's just the same distance every time. What's this? Modding. Assault rifle. Place item. Upgrade. I don't have any coins, I guess. I'm assuming that this is some form of crafting. See, you've been welcomed to the Nilo sector already. A warmer reception than I expected. I guess you know your Stargate is down. The gate isn't just down, the comms aren't even responding. Patrol units in the system have been destroyed too. This was an orchestrated attack. Looks like we'll have more work for you than expected. Always happens, I'll stay a little longer then. First thing we'll need is to remove whatever is commanding the gate attack and clear the place so that you guys can get in. It's good to have you back. Here's the market. Okay, so typical vendor. Yeah, it looks like everything is just armor speed thus far. Not really sure what speed is. Like, is speed attack speed or is speed movement speed? I'm gonna guess it's movement speed. And then mods. Lower armor. Bling, today I'm just playing a couple of games that I've been sent. I have a tendency just to like play a whole variety of different games just to see what they'll do, as opposed to focus necessarily on a specific genre. My videos, I do focus on a genre because I feel like it's more important to talk about the games in that same genre and what they do that overlap or what they do differently, and I think that's actually more informative there. But as a designer, I just play as much as I can and then learn kind of as much as I can. And honestly, there might be something that I pull from here that, you know, would be like, oh, okay, this would be interesting to have in, say, an RPG game. I'll try turning it up a bit, and I'll try turning down the VFX on the game. Does this sound better? I can also try moving this guy up closer. Let me know if that helps. I guess I'm going here. Better? Okay, good. I also have a tendency to mumble. So, yeah, especially I feel like I'm talking to myself, so. Overall, in the grand scheme of twin stick shooters, it feels really good though. Why did I swap weapons? Oh, I'm guessing because I'm out of ammo. It's interesting. So they swap weapons automatically when you're out of ammo. I'm not sure if I like that. It kind of takes away the... I mean, it's not a choice, but it takes away something that feels like I should be punished for. Or like, I made the mistake, right? Like... I mean, I kind of mentioned a lot of that in my latest video, where honestly that feels like a rough edge that is like, yeah, okay, it seems like it's something that from a user experience perspective, you want to do it because, hey, the game feels like it's solving a problem, but then all of a sudden the game is playing itself. I'm gonna save the... Okay, I'll answer this one, but I'm gonna save as many of the Diablo 3 questions as I can for the stream on Sunday. One thing I like about Diablo 3's leveling system is how you gain a brand new ability or rune every single level. There are no dead levels with only incremental bonuses. Yes, that was absolutely a deliberate decision. Every time you leveled up in Diablo, we wanted to make sure that you got a rune or a new ability. The pacing of that was incredibly intentional, and we spent a lot of time working on that. There were about 12 different variations of the skill system that were built along the way. That's actually the Paragon system was, so when we first launched Diablo, we didn't have the Paragon system. That was added after. I think, I don't remember if it came out with the expansion or whether it was something that we patched in. But the Paragon system was also something that we felt like, okay, every time you level up, you need to get something. The Paragon system was heavily inspired by Borderlands. Oh, okay. Nice. They have like a Diablo style. I was kind of miffed when they didn't have this in Diablo 4. Like, I get it as the aesthetic thing, but it's just such a functional component. When you hit the enemies in the game, there's really good feedback. I like that a lot. You can sort of see like they flash, and you get the numbers. It's the really interesting element of the shadow hitting behind them. Yeah, they probably could be a bit chunkier. It's also possible I've lowered the volume because of my voice not coming through as loud as what people requested. So I don't know if that has an impact on it, but they don't feel as chunky, I suppose. I never feel in danger. Like, there's so much health around the place. And I know that this is an early level, but I never really feel like my health is in threat thus far. One last Diablo question. You mentioned that you tried multiple different leveling systems, but haven't gone into details. Yeah, I'll save that one for the weekend. I think it'll be better to talk about it when I'm actually like got the skill system in front of me. So, okay, so 80 compare. Plasma projectiles are 50% faster. And I don't think I have plasma projectiles. But it does seem like they're using some form of affect system, I suppose. Ow. There's a really cool shader effect. And I think it's when the guys get stunned. Notice that? Like, I mean, that is pretty cool. So hit feedback on enemies is really, really important. Like knowing that you've hit them, and flash is the default, I guess. But see, that guy just got stunned and it's almost like his spirit got pushed out of him. Hey, interesting shooting top-down RPGs like this. Stairs suck. Like trying to understand like what the projectile should do, like whether they should track down automatically or whether they should stay at the current height, whether they should automatically aim for the like an enemy that's down below. Like if you're up here and there's an enemy down here, like what does the projectile do? It's a real pain in the butt. Here they just seem like they're automatically targeting what's down below. I like that pause. There's a little pause there when the enemy was acquired. I'm guessing it's because he's a boss. Ow. Bats are always interesting in boss fights. Leveled up. And loot explosion. Oh, interesting. These are all... What did these do? Like, I know that they're other. Unleash a hailstorm of bullets. Oh, is that meant to be my ability? Okay. I had no idea that was there. Keep in mind, this is early access, so... Your Path of Exile style skill tree. Okay, this is extremely hard to actually... Okay, it's just me, but because it's upside down a lot of the time, the controls are inverted, so I'm having a really hard time with it. So, typical thing, okay, abilities, melee, ranged, defensive. I don't feel like I'm taking any damage, so I guess I'm just going to go with that. And I have more points? Do I? No. Skill points, 1 of 1. Okay, so I guess I've spent into that. And then abilities. Oh, the abilities have points as well. Cannon. This interface here could use some work. For sure. Cooldown rate, I'm guessing I leveled these up as I used them. Turret. Okay. Let's go back to base. Look at you in the big chair now, Commander Kara. Yeah, sat talking to people all day long. I missed the pilot seat, to be honest. So what was the original job you called me for? We've received intel about illegal military grade biotech usage in a few isolated planets and traced one of them to the Ancora system. I'll send you the data now. Probably the same terrorists. Someone should tell these kids not to play with fire. I'm on it. Okay. Alright, so I'm guessing that these mods can then be applied to the gun. Okay. And I have 2,000. Upgrade. No, I don't want the blaster. What goes here? Can I upgrade armor? Map reveal. Interesting. So that adds map reveal to the thing. Okay, sure. Absorb chance, ability damage, but I don't have any cash. Okay. Market. Buy. No, I want to sell. Weapons, sell. How do I sell? Do I just leave? No. Where's the sell button? Am I missing something? That brings it back. That equips it. Sell. Maybe that doesn't work yet. Okay. It's early access, so, you know, please keep that in mind. Kara. Factory, illegal weapon, eliminate. Let's go. Did my armor change? Maybe? So RB to use secondary. Good. Lord, okay. That's cool. How far can I get with just using melee? Oh my gosh, not far. Don't use melee to, yeah. Don't use melee to get the thing. Revive. Okay. Don't use melee to blow up explosive barrels. I really should know that. That's like fundamental to games, right? That's an interesting question. How much of that... So all games, and I think gamers in general, have this interesting amount of understanding of game knowledge. For example, that fire barrel, I know if I shoot it, it's going to blow up, right? How much of that embedded knowledge do you think is okay to rely on in games? Do you think that it's okay to have that? Do you think it's something that needs to be pushed or explained more? Do you think that there's just some kind of... And how do we know what is common knowledge in that? And what became just part of that zeitgeisty... everyone just knows it, so it's okay to use it now. My question is... No, I can't destroy that. Yeah. Ow. I guess, like, do you think if, so for example, this game has explodable barrels. If someone sits down and they've never played a game like this before, do you think that's just something that they pick up and then they take from one game to the next and that's just kind of an okay thing? Here's another question. Are there other like books or like other mediums that have this similar sort of thing, and how do they leverage it? Wow, I went from not taking any damage to just getting wrecked here, didn't I? Yeah. Yeah, Billy. Bling? Yes. I assume that if someone walks up and is dumb like me and melees that, they're going to figure out that blows up. So it looks like I've got 3 tries to beat the mission. Fair enough. I do feel like the damage has scaled like really quickly all of a sudden. You mean assumed knowledge? Hmm. I have a new ability point. Okay, so my grenade leveled up. More damage, more explosion range, more cooldown. More cooldown. So I like that people try and do these big skill trees. but it just feels like a death by 1,000 cuts. It just feels like it's like every upgrade is just tiny, like 5% damage. Okay, sure, I'll take it. It's more damage, but I don't know. Is that really interesting? Where haven't I been? Inventory. Is that an upgrade? I don't know. Explosive gun. Oh, interesting. Light gun. So I can carry 3. And the boss. I don't know about this. Oh, I didn't get any health for leveling up. Clearly I wasn't dashing enough. Loot explosion. Missile launcher. There you go. Maybe an SMG. And more blaster rifle. Oh. So I had no idea that I had actually been getting upgrades for my armor because it all is broken down into subcategories there. Plus 2 small grenades. That's actually an interesting choice, right? Speed goes down, armor is up, and plus 2 small grenades. Which I'm assuming means that whenever I throw a grenade, I get extras? No? No. Okay, let's try upgrading some stuff. Let's try upgrading some weapons. What have I got? More ammo. or damage? Can I upgrade a weapon more than once? Yes. But it's like the cost scales. This comes embedded with this. Oh, okay. And their crafting system is interesting. You can take the base weapon, and if it doesn't have any of these bonus stats, you can then add to it, but you need to find the mod in order to do that. And I'm going to assume that there's some form of limit on how much you can add. Okay. Done with that one. What's next? It's much bigger than we thought. Key militia forces are being completely destroyed. This isn't just some thugs playing with illegal tech. This was one fatal swipe across the whole sector. It looks like an invasion. We need to quickly retake control of the galactic antenna and broadcast what happened. We hacked the camera feeds after the transmissions went silent and confirmed sighting of another large mutation. That's your next target. Even with warp engines, without the gate, it will take months, maybe even years, before the Alliance fleet will arrive. They need to know anyway, but you're right, we're on our own in this one. It's a good question. Is that an ability that I have? No, I mean, I've got grenade, but it's not getting +2. Now, max ammo, max fire rate. I kind of felt like I was taking a lot more damage then, so I'm probably just going to go with defense for this one. But again, this just feels like these aren't interesting choices. And like I said, early access, right? So there's a lot still to come, but guns no longer maim enemies and kill them instead. I didn't even know maim was a thing. That's kind of neat. 20% armor. What's the best skill tree you guys have seen? Like legitimately, the one that actually makes you feel like you're making the most interesting choices as you level up. I'd love to know. Because I think that, I mean, progression skill trees are, this is the like extrinsic motivator that, this is why people play games, right? Is this extrinsic motivation. And yet, if I look at this, candidly, there's just not much extrinsic motivation for me to like continue to level up. Path of Exile, yeah. But I mean, even Path of Exile, like that had a lot of just small micro stuff like this too. Oh, I see. I get the money. Okay, yeah, you're right. I get the money as I put it over, and then there's buyback. I didn't. My anxiety was like, okay, I guess it's just gone. What are we doing now? Tiberius or Ashaka? Eliminate, spearhead, more eliminate. Dreads took over the galactic antenna to prevent anyone from calling for help. Missile launcher looks kind of baller. It reminds me of Tactical Marine, like a Space Marine, the way that they hold those like massive, the heavy weapons guys, the way they hold those massive guns. Ah. Oh, okay. Yeah, look. I really don't like how it swaps weapons for me when I run out of ammo. Because the last thing I really wanted to do then was to shoot... So just so you guys know, because you can't actually feel that, when my assault rifle ran out of ammo, it automatically swapped me to my heavy weapon. But I didn't want to, because the heavy weapon feels like something that I should be making a choice about. You know, like it should be like, okay, I want to save the heavy weapon ammo so that I can use it on the correct type of target. But it's swapping automatically because I was out of ammo. Felt really frustrating. I'd rather just get the click. Huh. Okay, so cool thing. Notice there's no laser because there's no enemy. But there's an enemy there, I think? No? Okay, yeah, there's an enemy there. I think the laser shows up as an indicator that there's a bad guy there, which I think is great. Very clever. Ow. What about Cyberpunk was your favorite one? Big Bling. Sorry, I keep thinking your name's Billy, but it's Bling. Nope. I'm not sure if it's because it's early game or not, or early access, but there's a lot of the same enemy types. Just a lot of repeated enemies. Which eventually starts making the game kind of stale. Crosscode. this. Yeah, I have no idea. Oh, it was a different gun. So I've got... You mean like that? That's my secondary weapon. Instead of the shotgun, I changed it out. I think it... Again, it kind of comes back to the automatically swapping the weapon when I'm out of ammo. I'd rather it not do that. I haven't tried it. Nope. So an ability leveled up. Bullet storm. Let's go with more damage, more bullets. More bullets is never a bad thing. And then I think I got... Did I get an upgrade? I think I got an upgrade. Nope. Oh, katana. Sure. Massive, ridiculous sword seems kind of fun. So where am I going? Up here. Oh, again, swapping. Last thing I wanted to do was actually shoot like missile launcher there. You push forward, you dash. I can't, yeah. Look, the yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Body, I'm only switching because I need ammo. Not for any other reason. I was also kind of in a situation where I need health, but I'm not sure if I should be attacking into melee. Yeah. Oof. That's a rough spawn right there. Straight into it, eh? The abilities being on cooldown also just basically means I should be pressing them on cooldown. There's not a lot of tactical decision making there, especially with, you know, there's not much value in, like, why would I not, if there's an enemy on screen, I should pretty much just always be using the ability because it's just on a cooldown type thing. Might be more interesting to have them on some form of a shared resource. And each boss that I fought is literally just kite. And now I'm stuffed because I don't really want to get into melee. Come on. Oof. That was tight. Got it, but a lot of it, again, was just kiting and then using my abilities on cooldown. All right, folks, I'm going to be calling this one here. This was just meant to be like a bit of a shorter stream, just to get things, kind of make sure everything was working and spend some time testing, trying this game out and giving the developers some feedback, which is what they asked for. Overall, I actually think it's got a lot of great things going for it. Fundamentally is that the core combat feels really good. The shooting, the twin stick nature of it, the dash, all that feels really, really well tuned. The swapping, obviously the swapping of the gun to a different one when I run out of ammunition feels kind of frustrating. Enemy variety is a thing which I'd probably spend more time on. And then the skill tree just feels like could use a bit more effort, interesting design wise to sort of amp that up. But the core of it, like that, I'm a huge fan of spending a lot of effort on that moment-to-moment gameplay to start with, like that core combat. Because if you can nail that core combat, then that makes everything else work just really well. You're basically just layering on the systems on top of that. So overall, like, I think it's a great place for like early access. I'll try and actually like leave a link in the stream. This will turn into a VOD. It'll like be here, so I'll put in a link to the early access for you guys if you want to check it out for yourself. So, all right, have a good one, and a reminder that the stream for Diablo 3 will be up on Sunday. So again, I'll be recording and playing and kind of doing this, but more answering questions about Diablo 3 specifically. And then if I'll turn that into a VOD as well. So if you can't make it, no worries. There's a thread in the community channel where people are starting to leave some comments, questions. So if you have questions, if you can't make the live stream, feel free to add questions in there. Until then, have a great one. Thanks for hanging out. I've really enjoyed it. Take care. Bye.